Yo, shut up, baby, it's your boy Nindo, back with the Raditz Dokkan battle video, here to present you the next Dokkan vest coming to, Dokkan. Raditz. Yep, so we have a Dokkan Fest Raditz coming to the game. Super excited about this guy, clearly. But jokes aside, we don't have that many Raditz in the game, obviously, because Raditz is just, it's not really a hype character when it comes to Dragon Ball terms anymore. Maybe back then, but not anymore, unfortunately. I don't know if you know back then. I wasn't born back then, so I wouldn't know. But, there's only 2 viable Raditz in the game right now. I wouldn't call them viable. Tech Raditz is definitely viable. So he's probably going to be replaced unless you get put him around the rotation, but you know, with these new DFEs, they're most likely going to go for like the 200% leads, making running the side units kind of pointless, because he's not a support unit or anything like that. He does stack attack, he can stun, but it's like, you know, he's not like a unit you're going to force on rotation. If he gave some type of support, I'd say he could probably float in the 3rd rotation, depending on who Raditz himself is going to link with. Now, speaking of Raditz is going to link with, I'm going to skip over this intelligence one because he's he's just an AoE unit, world tournament fodder, and he's pretty bad. So, we can look at his categories here that are going to be definite. We got Terrifying Conquerors here, right? And let's pull up the other ones as well. Low Class Warrior, Pure Saiyans, obviously, Goku Family, and then Space Traveling Warriors. So, going through Low Class Warrior, that's gonna probably need it the most, you know, as these free-to-play units are getting easy A's, like the Bardock, etc, etc. Pretty much every Bardock team free-to-play unit has gotten easy A, making them way more viable. Now, the only thing is that some of them have restrictions, such as SCR Bardock, to like the Team Bardock category, to where if they don't have Team Bardock units, it won't work. But in this instance, you know, he only needs 5 Team Bardock units, so he can still work amongst the other units as well on the Team Bardock team. So, only thing we're waiting for as well is this guy's Easy A that should eventually be coming. They are dropping his medals to rainbow him. So if this Easy, that should be good. But the only thing as well is that he buffs Team Bardock allies. So if his passive can somehow change, I'm not sure if Dokkan would do something like that to like low class warriors, that would be good. But besides that, he'll have good linking partners on a low-class warrior team, just not too much viable support and not too much of a good team at all, which then leads me into wondering what they're going to do with this category, because I feel like he's definitely going to lead it, right? It's Raditz, gotta lead the category. He has sub-units who lead the category. He already has 2 sub-units that lead the category, so they're already going in a direction, clearly. And then we have Adriel Bardock, who could potentially still get an easy A, but then again, unless this Raditz is like really good, you know, you're gonna kind of have to force him here, if that makes sense. So my thing with this Raditz, I'm not gonna lie, let's look at the low class warrior team just on its own. If they're gonna make him low class warrior 200% lead and make it work somehow, just make him a cooler type unit for more meta. That's what I need, like a support unit. So I would love floating this guy, if that makes sense, and pitting him next to like a Bardock team that's working out with the Easy A's and stuff like that, or doing something like that. I don't want him to be a unit that falls off, doesn't have enough attack and defense to be at standards, to be on main rotation, especially considering how he's going to suffer, like I said, because of the Bardock units, a little bit. So, but going up, we have Pure Saiyans. Now, Pure Saiyans, again, is going to be a tricky one. There's going to be, honestly, no different. So you're going to have, like, Vegeta and Nappa units here, will share key links with him, right? But then, outside of that, unless you pin him with a Team Bardock unit, or like a low-class warrior, you're not going to be activating a lot of his key links here. Now, if he has prepared for battle, that'd be fine on like his... Okay, he does have prepared for battle, so you don't have to worry about that too much. But yeah, he has like the Saiyan lineage, Saiyan warrior race, coward, brutal beatdown, nightmare. He's also an extreme unit, so that's going to be a little hard to do as well. I'm not sure how they're going to pull that off. But yeah, Goku's family, there's that. Now, Space-Time Traveling Warriors and Terrifying Conquerors, I want to talk about together because obviously Ginyu does lead that category now by a 200% lead. So even if even if Raditz category isn't the greatest, he's going to have a 200% lead with a really great leader. However, again, he might suffer a little bit because Ginyu is reliant on having, you know, those Ginyu Force category units next to him. He doesn't necessarily need them, but he's kind of supporting them, right? And he's also getting buffs with them, so it's necessary to pin him there. So let's say you have like 5 Ginyu units in a team and you throw Raditz there, right? If Raditz is a support unit to the category that he's leading or something, it's going to be kind of hard to throw him on there, which is why I really, really, really want this guy to be a support unit. I think it's the only way it can possibly work out to utilize the other units. Hence why SR Cooler, despite his bad key links, worked, because in his base form, before he transformed, he gave key to his allies. Bojack, same thing. He's a tricky unit. He only has certain other Bojack units he can link with, right? And if you give him key to allies, he works out and he could be a good leader. So that's the type of leader I'm looking at here, honestly. Yeah. Prepare for this guy. This should be a fun one for the most part. Honestly saying in my head already, a skip. Because like I said, we already have a Space-Time Traveling Warrior / Terrifying Conqueror's 200% lead. So the only thing I could be looking at here is, you know, low-class warriors. So it's nice to have these small categories and have them, you know, with a good leader and ready for whatever comes, whether it's a Super Battle Road or any event in general, because at this point we can tell that they're going for that, you know, niche where we're buffing like those small categories to where they can take on any event. And it's the Ginyu Force. But unless they make some really good side units like they did with the Ginyu Force banner, we're gonna need a little more oomph to bring these guys in this, you know, events like, you know, Red Zone, etc, and, you know, just stuff like that. So he's gonna be competing with a really good unit here. Ginyu's considered like one of the top 3 TURs right now. He's gonna be competing with really good units. So I'd act excited, but I'm not gonna lie. I need him to make up for his lack of popularity with his leader skill and his passive immensely. But besides that, that's all I got. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. This is your boy Nindo signing off. Peace out.